Do you see all of your favorite Instagram icons have these beautiful long form captions and have a million comments and likes and engagement on their posts, and you wonder, how do they do that? Today, I'm gonna show you my step-by-step process to building Instagram captions that convert, that can sell, and that get tons of engagement. So just watch this video. And make sure you guys watch this video all the way through because I have a little gift for you if you stay to the end of the video. It's Laura from Milroy Media. If you want to stay competitive as a small business, then you need to be a lifelong learner. Make sure you're clicking that subscribe button and hitting that notification bell to get all of my free training and videos every Wednesday and Sunday. So you've seen these amazing, beautiful, long form captions that your Instagram icons like Jenna Kutcher or Jillian Harris or the Birds Papaya have all used on their Instagram feed and helped grow their audience to like the hundreds of thousands. And you're like, hey, I'd like a piece of that. So whether they realize it or not, and I'm pretty sure that Jenna Kutcher does, there is a bit of a formula that goes into these long form captions that help convert their audience into paying customers. So I'm gonna break down how to build branded, personable captions that capture the attention of your audience. So make sure that you guys stay tuned to my secret hack that is gonna make your content that much more visible on Instagram. So the first tip is that long form captions are the way to go these days. So when Instagram changed the algorithm, they changed the way that they view a post as being like successful. It went from like likes and comments to how much time people are spending on a post or an account. The more like watch time that they are on your account or on your post, the more that Instagram is going to push it out to your audience, which means a long form caption that captures the attention of your audience is going to help get the rest of your content out to your audience so much more. So this is kind of how microblogging has really changed the way Instagram actually functions. So Instagram really only lets you have, I think it's like 2,000 to 2,200 characters. So you do have to keep it under that, but this is where like microblogging has really changed the game. So if you can post something that you would have otherwise created a blog post for and turn it into an Instagram caption, then you are gonna see that your audience is going to spend more time on your account and actually then see more of your content in the future. And while you're spending all this time creating a long form post, you don't want to just have them read it and leave and not do anything. So you want to make sure that in that long form post, you are putting in some kind of call to action. Now there's multiple places where you can put a call to action. Some people will put a call to action right at the very bottom, and so once they read through everything, there's a call to action to kind of go do something, comment below or hit that like button or something to get the engagement from the audience who have spent the time reading it. Other people will put it a little bit closer to the top because they don't think that their audience is going to read the whole caption. And this is going to be something that you experiment with and see what your audience is more likely to do. But you really need to make sure that you are including a call to action of some kind, whether it's click the link in bio, go check out this blog post, go join my email list, which you guys should really go join my email list, or comment below. The next thing to pay attention to is that you are actually giving value to your ideal audience. You want to make sure that what you're talking about is something that your audience actually wants to hear. Now this might go in the way of like a tip or a tactic or an educational piece about your business, or it might be a more like vulnerable post or authentic post where you're sort of showing the realstagram behind the business that you're promoting. Either way, you need to make sure that your audience actually wants to hear what you have to talk about, because there's really no point in creating a really nice long little mini blog post and nobody actually cares, because if they don't care, they're not going to read it. So this is where knowing your audience and going back into your analytics and seeing what kinds of posts have done well is really going to benefit how you structure your content. You really need to pay attention to what they're interacting with, because the more interaction that they give you, it means the more interested that they are. The more interested that they are means that that's the kind of content you should be putting out there a little bit more. Next, don't be stiff. Use either a branded voice or your personal voice. Write like you talk. Nobody wants wants to be sold to. Nobody likes talking to that really professional person that's super stiff and makes them feel uncomfortable. So don't be that person online. Create a really relatable and authentic brand voice and write like you speak. This is gonna be so helpful in creating a post that is engaging, that is authentic, that really grabs the attention of your audience because they're gonna wanna get to know your personality. You've got a great personality, so show it off. Make sure that that translates to your online presence in order for your audience to learn to love you. Once they love you, they will become loyal customers. And as scary as it can be to put yourself out there and put a piece of yourself on the internet, I promise you it will pay off. And I know I'm giving you guys these tips and it's not as easy as it sounds, and we all get writer's block. I get writer's block all the time. I produce a lot of content, so I get writer's block on the daily. So I would love to hear if you guys ever get writer's block and how you overcome it. So just put it in the comments below and give me your best tip on overcoming writer's block. So next we're gonna go into the structure. So this is kind of an important piece. One thing to realize is that you only have the first 125 characters before there's like a little more button. So you have to grab their attention in that 125 characters so that they're enticed to actually click on that more button. If they're not enticed to click on that more button, then anything below the 125 characters will never be seen. So you really need to make sure that you're putting an enticing headline right at the top. Next, we've got the body of your work. You want to make sure that your body is broken up using spaces. So some people use periods or emojis. Some people use their scheduling software in order to create those spaces. There's a million ways of doing it, and you can choose how you would like to do it. I will link a free tool below that automatically puts spaces in your Instagram captions so that it actually converts. And it's actually really great because you can bold and italicize so that it actually translates to Instagram. So you can just go check that out in my description. So in the body, you want it not only to be broken up into digestible bite-sized pieces, but you also want to make sure that in some way, shape, or form, you're sort of telling a story. So in some form or another, you want to make sure that you are appealing to the emotions of your audience. So this means you're either going to be talking about their pain points and how to overcome them, or you're going to be talking about a story of some kind and sort of relating it back to your business. It's really important that you get good at this, and it's going to take some time, so don't worry about it. But copywriting for your business is probably one of the best tools you can invest in your own personal development because it is a skill set that will pay off over and over and over again. And lastly, you need a call to action. So as I said before, it can be at the bottom or it can be at the top. It's going to be up to you, but you want to make sure that you're including it and that you're making it stand out in some way. Using the free tool that I've linked below, you can actually like bold it or italicize it to really make sure it stands out. Or you can put like the little squiggly lines or just like a page break, something to make it really stand out so that people can see it and it draws their attention to it. Okay, you guys, it's time for my secret hack. This is to use alt text. Once you've built your caption and put in your hashtags, if you go to the advanced settings, you will see a section for alt text. So the alt text is actually for people who are visually impaired to understand what the photo is on your Instagram. But it's also a great place for Instagram to categorize your content. So if you're putting the keywords of your content, of your subject, of your business, or your niche audience in the alt text, it really helps Instagram classify it and send it out to the right people. So it's a little bit of SEO that not everybody knows about, and it's a great hot tip of getting your captions and your content in front of your ideal audience. Okay, you guys, I really hope you guys like those tips. I've created a little hot sheet for you that breaks down the anatomy of an Instagram so that you can get your captions optimized for your ideal audience. So if you want this, make sure you click the link below and sign up to get it straight to your inbox. I really hope you guys like this. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you like this video. I know how hard it is to grow a small business, so I hope you'll share this video with your small business owner friends to help them grow their small business. And I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe to keep learning, keep growing, and keep your audience coming back. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.